Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Before we commence the show, we request you to kindly pay attention to the following important announcements. Please remain silent during the entire course of the event. Please put your mobile phones on silent. Please refrain from using flash photography during the event. In case of an emergency, there are safety exits marked on either sides, respectively. Kindly reach out to our support team. They will calmly escort you towards the exit. Thank you.
जब तुमसे पहली बार मिली, तुम्हारी आवाज बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आई और तुम मुझे कितना वेट कराते थे।
पर तुमसे ही तो मिली हमें नई पहचान।
तुम्हारे पास मेरे हर सवाल का जवाब था।
तुम हम तक पहुंचे और हम कामयाबी तक।
एक्सपोर्ट लायसन्स फॉर ऑर्गॅनिक टी।
तुमच्याकडून मराठीत इटालियन शिकलो।
उकडलेला पास्ता त्याच्यात
இன்னைக்கு பெரிய பெரிய ஒப்பந்தமெல்லாம் சின்ன ஸ்கிரீன்ல முடிக்கிறோம்।
आज मैं 2 दुकानों का मालिक हूँ, सिविल लाइन और ऑनलाइन।
तुम्हारी वजह से एआई करता है आज खेती बाड़ी में मदद।
पहुंच सकते हैं नई जगहों पर, ढूंढ सकते हैं नए रास्ते।
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LM-3M4 rocket carrying India.
तुमसे मिलकर बना लिया इतिहास।
आप फ्यूचर बनाएंगे।
गूगल बनाता है टेक्नोलॉजी जो जितनी अनोखी उतनी आसान, जो सबके काम आए, इंडिया को कामयाब बनाए।
Good morning, everyone. My name's Scott Beaumont. I lead Google's operations here in Asia Pacific. Welcome to Google for India. Now, we've been reminiscing a lot recently within Google, celebrating our 25th birthday, thinking about some of the things that we've done in the past, but also looking ahead to the future. The business, of course, was created by Larry and Sergey, who had a curiosity and a passion for thinking about ways in which technology can make a positive contribution to everyday lives. You can read about this, actually, in the founder's letter, which is still available online. That passion still drives the company and its employees every day. Now, coincidentally, 25 years ago was the first time that I traveled to India. It was very early internet. There were mobile phones, but you didn't see them very often. And clearly digital photography was still a thing in the future. But on every successive visit back, you can't help but be amazed by the progress that you see and by the way that technology is becoming intrinsically a part of everyday life. Small wonder then that for Google, India holds a special place in our hearts. Consumers that will try things, entrepreneurs that will create things, businesses that then generate enormous scale. And isn't this actually what Larry and Sergey hoped that they might be able to contribute to 25 years ago? Now, it all starts with access. You know, the fact that we've got this supercomputer in our pockets. A decade ago in India, 3% of you had a smartphone, and today it's 45% and climbing. And it's transformational. 25 years ago, I was in Calcutta train station for 3 hours in what would loosely be called a queue to buy tickets to New Siliguri. And now I can probably do the same transaction on the stage while I'm talking to you, and it will be just one of nearly 4 billion transactions through Google Pay this month. Amazing. Access is what also gives Indians access to special services like Google Search and Google Maps, which they use every day around the country. And actually, those two services alone will create 920 million connections to businesses around India as they look to thrive and scale, just this month. Access also fuels a vibrant YouTube creator community and YouTube overall, which is a phenomenal source of entertainment and education. And of course, within that vibrant creator community, we have the Honourable Prime Minister Modi, who spoke to us just a couple of weeks ago at YouTube FanFest, for which we were very grateful. That creator ecosystem is estimated to create 750,000 jobs around the country. That access also allows developers and entrepreneurs to bring their ideas to life. We support them through things like the India Digitization Fund, through Google for Startups, and of course through Google Play. There are around 200,000 developers on Google Play, developing for India and for the world. It's really quite remarkable. And between Play and Android, there's an estimated 2.5 million jobs created around the country. India truly is a special place. And it's a special place for Google, too, as a source of inspiration. Consumers to serve, businesses to support, partners to enable. It's our goal, our ambition, our aspiration to be a trusted partner for India in its digital journey. And if, like two young entrepreneurs 25 years ago, you were thinking about ways in which technology could improve everyday lives, then we're better to innovate. We're better to innovate from than India. Sergey spoke to us actually a couple of weeks ago during the birthday celebrations and reflected a lot on the 25 years that have just gone. But actually what was really exciting and really great to see his energy was when he was thinking about the 25 years coming in the future. And when I look at India today, and you think about technology and how technology has enabled progress and inclusion and growth over the last 25 years, I can only imagine what the next 25 years will bring. But I'm pretty certain that for Google and for India, we're only just getting started. We look forward to working alongside you all and with you all to bring that future to life. With that, let me hand over to my friend and colleague, our President of Operations here in India, Sanjay Gupta. Thank you.
Good morning, and thank you, Scott. Honorable Minister Shri Ashwini Vaishnavji, our industry collaborators, the press corps, and my fellow Googlers, Namaskar, and welcome to Google for India 2023. We are deeply grateful for your continued participation in this annual conclave. As I was writing today's speech, a word that I kept returning to was ignition. It's a potent idea, a little spark that can unleash huge surge of energy. A phenomenon we have seen take place every time preparation meets opportunity, such as where the innate tech forwardness of Indians came together with digital public infrastructure, such as UPI and CoWIN. In both cases, huge value was unlocked and global records broken. The possibilities with tech took the next leap when generative AI became available to all of us, people like you and me. Generative AI is a technology that can synthesize, predict, and create at a scale which is unimaginable. In my mind, it's a moment as consequential as the birth of the internet. And we'll talk about how Google is thinking about it and bringing the power of AI to drive digital economy. To my mind, the strides that India has made in its digital journey, the innate creativity of Indians, and the possibilities that generative AI presents, it's a potent combination that can propel India to escape velocity. We are looking at the next ignition moment, not just for India, but for the world. And let me explain why I say that. India has demolished several toll gates, like what GST did in India. It converted a patchwork of states into unified market. Or like UPI, that brought every Indian with a bank account into the formal economy. However, despite the many strides that we have made, we are still constrained by many invisible toll gates. Like a Tamil education creator cannot go national without putting a lot of effort and resources behind translating her content. Until then, her market is limited to only Tamil speakers. She's slowed down by the toll gates of language. An enterprising daily wage earner with a canny business idea cannot get access to capital to start his business, unlike his educated counterparts can. He is constrained by the toll gates of capital. A businesswoman in Kerala selling world-famous spices continues to present her goods only to the domestic market and is unable to go to the different markets of the world, not knowing the compliance conditions of different countries. She is held back by the toll gates of capacity. We believe generative AI can make each of these toll gates fall away. With instant translations, creators and businesses can bypass the frictions of language and access the whole world as their market. Supply can keep up with the demand dynamically, reducing bottlenecks of supply chains. It means sweeping changes for process-driven tasks and the demand consistency and repetition. And it also means that credit seekers can get credit from credit-worthy sources for timely capital to kickstart their ventures. We believe it has the potential to widen the canvas for every aspirational Indian, where ideas and ability to execute are the only arbiters of success, and not your language, origin, or privilege. The idea of build in India, build for the world, gets actual legs with generative AI. But that said, with each friction we sandpaper away, the paths become smoother for all of us in this room, the innovators. But equally, those paths are smoother for the people who threaten it. And if the internet is unsafe, it will not matter how much the promising potential is. Without the trust of every Indian, it will be worthless. Be it misinformation or financial safety, as an industry, will need to step up our efforts manyfold. We as Google are committed to leading this charge and this charter, engaging with all stakeholders, including the government, to co-create a protective shield or kavach, especially critical for the millions of new internet users. At Google, we plan to leverage the powers of generative AI that I've talked about in 4 key areas, which I believe will impact digital economy deeply. First, we want to leverage the power of AI for us and our partners, democratize commerce, and make citizen services accessible in every Indian language. Second, to enhance the efforts in safety with AI. Third, to expand the reach of formal credit to every Indian. And fourth and lastly, to bring the best AI capabilities in the hands of every consumer. As always, partnerships are at the heart of this entire effort. While we as Google will play our part, but as all of you know, technology is only an enabler. For the real and tactile aspects of our life, all these partners are key to making it work. We will collaborate deeply with all stakeholders, which includes the government, the financial ecosystem, the startups, public health infrastructure, law enforcement, and many more, to make this a reality. I want to now get to my close. And as I think of closing this, the word that keeps coming back to me is ignition. When our differences or the toll gates of language, origin, or privilege cease to exist, the sky is the limit. India is standing at a true ignition moment. Our demographic advantage and innate creativity, combined with the new paradigm of technology, can unleash exponential power for India. And we as Google are committed to partnering in India's journey every step of the way. I want to close now with a beautiful couplet from Rahat Indori. बहुत छोटा है कद ए आसमान तेरा, बहुत छोटा है कद ए आसमान तेरा, तुझसे ऊंची तो मेरे हौसलों की उड़ान है. शुक्रिया, थैंक यू. let me call on stage my colleague Shivani. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Sanjay, and hi, everyone. I'm Shivani, and I am so excited to be back home in Delhi to share the latest on how AI is helping us push the boundaries of innovation to help improve the lives of our users here in India. So at Google, we've always had a healthy disregard for the impossible. And this begins with our very first product, Google Search. Advancements in AI have helped us reimagine ideas that seemed like science fiction to become the search experience that you see today. For example, किसने सोचा था कि just with a picture, आप चीज़ों के बारे में जान भी पाएंगे? Like recently, I came across this delicious jalebi cupcake. Looks amazing, doesn't it? So all I had to do was take out my phone, take a picture, type recipe, and Lens helped me with all the information I needed within seconds. Years ago, this would have been an impossible task. And now I'm just hungry. Lens has been helping Indians search for what they see, even if they don't have the words. And over time, we've expanded its capabilities. Now, you can search also for skin conditions that are visually similar to what you see on your skin with just a photo. These are just some of the innovations from our efforts to reimagine how to make search even more helpful. And we do this because we know that information needs are constantly changing. People have long used Google search for straightforward information, like, what's the cricket score today? But increasingly, they're also looking for a range of exploratory results, requiring a combination of sources, like how to bowl a Yorker, like the many our fantastic cricket team has been bowling recently. So piecing together information, especially around the more complex topics, takes a lot of work. And that brings me to generative AI. Gen AI is helping us once again reimagine what a search engine can do by transforming the way information is organized. It's helping us offer a smarter, simpler way to search in a bold and responsible way. We took our first steps in this journey with the launch of our experiment called Search Generative Experiences, or SGE. With SGE, we're taking more of the work out of searching to help people understand topics faster and get things done more easily with AI-powered overviews. We recently launched this in India, in English and in Hindi, marking our first ever multilingual SGE experience. It's been over a month, and we are thrilled with the positive response. Users who've opted into SGE are appreciating its multilingual features, including the ability to switch between English and Hindi overviews, and the text-to-speech feature that's helping them complete tasks while listening to the response. And I'm happy to say that we're introducing even more capabilities. First, we're making your SGE experience richer and more visual by including images and videos into many of the overviews. Like every Diwali, I personally like trying out trendy ways of draping a sari. So now, if I search, what are the ways to drape a sari? SGE will generate a more visual and easier to follow answer. I think I might try the dhoti style. Maza aega. All right, soon SGE will also help you explore places and things to do near you more easily. So say you're heading towards Jaipur and you want to visit the beautiful Jaigarh Fort. You may want to know more specific details, like whether it's wheelchair friendly. In the coming weeks, SGE overviews will help you with such details by incorporating user reviews. Lastly, Many users in India come to search for authoritative information related to government schemes, to unlock economic opportunities and to improve their welfare. We want to simplify this experience. In the coming weeks, Indians will be able to access AI-powered overviews in English and in Hindi in over 100 government schemes spanning multiple areas. As we experiment, we will continue to have search ads appear in dedicated ad slots throughout the page, helping people connect with useful information and allowing businesses to be discovered online. And we will continue to prioritize approaches that send valuable traffic to creators to support a healthy and open web. We look forward to improving SG with feedback from you, our users, and the ecosystem to build a very helpful search for India. Okay. Our GenAI research is opening many new possibilities to make technology more natural and more conversational. With our experimental tool, Bard, it's been incredible to see the creative ways in which Indians are collaborating with generative AI. A few months ago, we expanded Bard to support 9 Indian languages. And we look forward to exploring new ways to make Bard even more helpful. India is teaching us how we can better serve the needs of people from all walks of life. The possibilities for societies that embrace AI are just endless. With these experiments and launches, we are boldly and responsibly reimagining a future with you at the center. I'd now like to welcome my colleague Shalini on stage to talk more about how Google AI is helping with merchants. Shukriya.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shalini. My team and I help small and medium-sized businesses succeed online. As we all know, SMBs are the beating heart of India's economy. We all also know that the toll gates for the success of SMBs remain high. Our focus is to remove the toll gates and help SMBs make meaningful connections with their customers. And we are delighted to share that every month we enable over 900 million such connections across our platforms in India. Just a short while ago, Shivani shared how we are transforming the way users engage with search. Taking a cue from her, I'm excited to talk about how we are making shopping experience on search more helpful for businesses too. Let's dive into 2 areas that we are doubling down on. 1, helping businesses show up in the best way for shoppers. And 2, expanding discovery for small businesses to engage more customers. While buying online, don't you wish you had more images and get more details? Well, wait no longer. We are reimagining shopping experience on search to make it more visual. Let's see how. Say this festive season, you want to buy a new phone. You search for best phone under 15,000 on Google, of course. You'll see a more visual feed of the matching products. You can explore them or use filters on top to shortlist a few. You like the product, you click on it to see latest offers, store information, and even get price alerts. And it's rolled out for everyone to use today. We also know that online shopping journeys aren't always simple, especially for new users. You can get lost. I'm sure you've had questions like, what's the warranty? Is the product available? Introducing business messages in shopping on search. Now you can ask questions and get answers within search itself. On the product page, just scroll down and click on the chat icon right next to the store you like. Then ask any question that's on your mind directly to the merchant. The conversation stays in your messages and you can pick it up whenever it's convenient for you. That's shopping made simple. This will be available by the end of this year. Now, let's look at how neighborhood businesses can engage more with shoppers. I don't know about you. I like to touch and feel before I buy a product. In these moments, it's critical for small businesses nearby to show up for shoppers like me to find them. We are now enabling nearby physical stores to show up more prominently on search. Shoppers can now see neighborhood businesses that may have the product that you're looking for, and these businesses can surface details on inventory, latest deals, and even shipping timelines. But we all also know that small businesses have limited resources. It can be hard for them to build high-quality catalogs. We also know that better catalogs deliver more impressions and better engagement. Presenting Google Merchant Center next. Now, with the help of AI, small businesses can build catalogs in an easy, intuitive way. We'll automatically populate a merchant's feed with information that we can detect from their website, all while allowing merchants full control of what gets added into their feed. Moreover, it offers valuable insights on top-selling products so that they can always plan ahead. Merchant Center Next has already started rolling out for new users and will be available for everyone early next year. In closing, I'm truly excited to see how we are making search even more helpful, not just for shoppers, but also for small businesses. Our vision for small businesses is also powered by our partnerships. To talk more about that, I'd like to call Vikram on stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Shalini. Namaskar, everybody. My name is Vikram Bedi, and I'm the Managing Director for Google Cloud in India. Thank you all for being here. Generative AI is going to deeply impact, and is today deeply impacting businesses globally and in India. And a large part of this is coming together at Google as a part of the Google Cloud portfolio. As we deepen our presence in India, we are now the trusted partner of thousands of Indian organizations. Flipkart, Airtel, Jio, Apollo Hospitals, Mahindra Group, Adani Group, and so many others. In fact, enterprises, small businesses, governments across the board are already using our generative AI technologies to essentially create amazing content, synthesize and organize their information, automate their business processes, and provide great engaging experiences to their customers. One of the most critical areas that generative AI is going to impact is that it's going to democratize the use of technology. Everybody who uses the technology will now be successful in the digital era. Today, I'm excited to share some new Google Cloud partnerships with all of you. The first is about strengthening our partnership with ONDC. The ONDC network is partnered with us already around the area of accelerators to accelerate the onboarding of merchants onto the platform. We have now started to focus with them on solving for the farmer problem, or FPOs, which is the farmer producer organizations. Agriculture is 19% of India's economy, and yet farmers have been largely excluded from the e-commerce wave. Today, we're excited to announce our partnership with SignCatch, an agri-tech that is building India's first buyer-seller platform on ONDC. FPOs can now put their catalogs online and reach out to merchants across the country with just a few clicks using Google Cloud's generative AI technology. Can we have the video, please?
Agriculture and allied sector serves as the backbone of Indian economy. Small Farmers Agribusiness Consortium, that is SFAC, is pioneer in organizing small and marginal farmers as a group through FPOs to take advantage of economies of scale and provide them with bargaining power. ONDC-enabled digital platforms such as SignCatch are being used to open new marketplace and sales channel for our FPOs.
As an engineering-heavy startup, we love solving problems at scale at SignCatch, simplifying the creation of digital catalogs, listing multiple products at once, or managing multilingual transactions. These were some of the critical areas where our partnership with Google Cloud on generative AI comes into play. When a seller bulk uploads product information on our seller platform page through Google Sheets, Google Gen AI analyzes this information and automatically generates images for these products. And similarly, when a seller clicks an image of a product details like item name, description, etc. get automatically populated on our page app. We are empowering B2B agribusinesses, and SignCatch's unique collaboration with Google Cloud Gen AI and the ONDC network will help the Indian agriculture sector thrive in the years to come.
Thank you. Thank you. Today, Google Maps is also announcing a collaboration with ONDC to facilitate metro ticket bookings on the app. With this initiative, people will be able to use Google Maps to find authoritative information about metro transport in different cities. And they can also book tickets online via the buyer apps that are already integrated onto the ONDC platform. This feature will roll out in the next few months. Our second set of announcements are around our partnership with the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. We are collaborating with the Bhashni team within METI to launch a first of its kind Center of Excellence on Generative AI and Language Inclusivity. Bhashni will use the Google Cloud Gen AI technology to train foundational models using government data sets. And then they will further train this on Indian languages. This will ensure that the citizen-centric services by the government can be deployed in an accelerated fashion. Also, homegrown AI technologies can now be quickly deployed. As a part of this initiative, we are looking to equip 1 million professionals and students across the country with AI skills so that they can thrive in this new AI era. To conclude, Google Cloud Generative AI is now solving for inclusivity at scale. So whether it is about our partnership with ONDC to grow the FPO network, or it is about our partnership with METI to future-proof India's digital public infrastructure, we are honored and privileged to be serving Indians across the country and be able to solve for India's complex business problems. I would now like to invite my colleague Saikat on stage to share with you a perspective about preventing Indians from financial fraud. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of the show.
किसने कहा आपकी लॉटरी नहीं लग सकती? पिछले महीने ही 5,000 लोगों ने जीता है 10 लाख तक का कैश प्राइज। इस लिंक पे अभी क्लिक करें।
अपना घर बनाने का सपना कहीं सपना ना रह जाए, इसलिए हम दे रहे हैं होम लोन्स विदाउट एनी इंटरेस्ट। अभी इस लिंक पर क्लिक कीजिए।
10 किलो मैंगो सिर्फ 299 में चाहिए, तो अभी इस लिंक पर क्लिक करें। ऐसी फर्जी स्कीमें बनाते हैं स्कैमर्स।
2 चीजों का ध्यान रखें, किसी भी अनजान लिंक पे क्लिक ना करें
और बैंक डिटेल्स शेयर ना करो।
इंटरनेट सेफ्टी के लिए रहो 2 कदम आगे।
रहो 2 कदम आगे।
रहो 2 कदम आगे।
दो कदम आगे of scammers. That is exactly what we want for all our citizens. Hi everyone, my name is Saikat Mitra and I lead Trust and Safety for Google in the Asia Pacific region. The internet is creating incredible opportunities, but it also has a dark side. Scammers have become more sophisticated than ever before. Falling victim to a scam online can deeply erode the trust and confidence in the internet. And when users cannot trust the internet, they cannot leverage it to its fullest potential. Progress can only be achieved with first prioritizing safety and security, 2 sides of the same coin and the very foundation on which we build our products. Our safety commitment to life comes with a 3-pronged strategy. Secure our own products, share our knowledge with the industry, and empower users with the right tools and the right expertise. Our long-term investment in AI/ML-enabled security combined with human intelligence is helping in detecting and blocking threats early before they reach the user. Today, I want to shed light on the progress we have made on 2 very important products, Google Pay and Google Play. On Google Pay, we instantly alert people of suspicious transactions in their preferred language. And when we are confident a transaction could be fraudulent, we immediately block it. As a result, last year alone, Google Pay has prevented scams worth 12,000 crores. Let me repeat that, 12,000 crores. On the Play Store, we have taken consistent steps to curb predatory loaning apps. Last year, we have taken enforcement action on over 3,500 lending apps. Our policies are making it tougher for predatory apps to be listed on the Play Store. But the bad actors are inventive, and they are finding new ways to trick people. And that is why we take additional measures. Google Play Protect is always on, scanning for malware, keeping you safe from harmful apps on your Android devices. I'm glad to announce that starting with India, we are making Google Play Protect even more powerful with enhanced real-time code-level scanning to protect users from emerging threats. But, of course, the problem is far from solved. Think about it. It's projected that by 2025, India will nearly have 1 billion users online on the internet. A significant percentage of these users will be new internet users, eager to embrace the opportunity it brings while still learning how to stay safe online. Without proper safeguards, they will be vulnerable to fraud and exploitation. That is why today I'm excited to announce our new initiative, Digi Kavach, an early threat detection and warning system that identifies and studies emerging fraud patterns before they cause widespread harms. As a part of this initiative, our teams are working tirelessly to study the methods and the modus operandi of scammers, draw insights and detect threats early, and collaborate with the wider ecosystem to cross-share insights effectively. To jointly respond to threats faster, we are working with FACE, FinTech Association for Consumer Empowerment, our priority flagger, to better detect fraud patterns and take swift actions. The goal is simple: keep everyone safe online. And towards this, we look forward to onboarding more partners in this collective effort. We are strengthening our collective defenses by building secure products, by co-opting the ecosystem, and by empowering people to stay do kadam aage. Joining me in this mission is my colleague, Meera Chat.
Thank you, Saikat. Hi, everyone. I'm Meera, and I'm here to talk about how YouTube prioritizes safety. Millions of Indians place their trust in YouTube as they navigate online. Safeguarding that trust is our foremost responsibility, and one we take extremely seriously. But, like the real world, the internet is home to bad actors, too. And we remain committed to combat these bad actors by investing in areas that truly matter: programs, policies, and product. Let's dive into each, starting with how YouTube is empowering Indians with digital literacy skills. One way in which we're doing this is through our program, Hit Pause. Designed to help people critically evaluate information online, Hit Pause was launched in several Indian languages and has been viewed millions of times. Drawing on our greatest strength, our creators, we're expanding our efforts to engage even more Indians. Let's take a look.
आज का वीडियो मेकअप के लिए नहीं, मेकअप के लिए। इंटरनेट पर कुछ लोग पूरी बात नहीं बताते, आधी चीजें छुपाकर गलत इंफॉर्मेशन फैलाते हैं। तो किसी की भी बात मानने से पहले पॉज करो, सबूत मांगो, सोर्स निकालो। इंफॉर्मेशन पूरी है या अधूरी, इसका पता लगाना है जरूरी।
Next, I want to talk about our proactive efforts to remove harmful content. To limit the spread of content that can cause real-world harm as quickly as possible, we work round the clock using a combination of technology and people across several Indian languages. In India, between April and June this year, we removed more than 2 million videos that violated our policies. Notably, over 80% of these had 10 or fewer views. As content accelerates and tackling misinformation becomes more complex, removing content is not enough. How we treat the content that remains is just as important. So, we counteract misinformation by not only decreasing the bad, but also increasing the good. For instance, when people look for news, ensuring access to high-quality, credible content is paramount. We partner with news providers to power features like breaking news and top news, which serve as a source of reliable reporting for Indian users, many of whom turn to YouTube for news. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce the new Watch page for news, an immersive way to help you stay better informed. So, how does it work? Let's say the biggest news story today is Chandrayaan 3. The Watch page recommends videos related to the mission from various credible news sources on YouTube as the event unfolds, including latest updates, explanations and commentary, live news, or shorts. As we begin rolling this out in the coming months across 11 official Indian languages, viewers will be able to truly sink their teeth into the stories they care about, and news organizations can engage more deeply with their audiences. Over the past 15 years, YouTube's thriving creator economy has helped Indians find answers to their questions, big or small. We want to continue galvanizing the platform to be a force for good. To do so, it is vital we ensure, first and foremost, the internet remains safe for all Indians, a shared duty with the country's digital ecosystem. To shed light on how Google is partnering with critical stakeholders to promote online safety and much more, I'd love to invite Annie.
I'm Annie Lewin, and I'm so glad to join you today to talk about Google.org, Google's philanthropic arm, and our long-standing commitment to support brilliant change makers using the best of technology to solve some of humanity's biggest challenges. Time and time again, that commitment has brought us to India, where over the last 8 years, we have provided more than $50 million, as well as Google's resources and capabilities, to local nonprofits who are making the benefits of digital accessible to all, so that they can use the latest advances in AI and technology to expand the reach and impact of their work. And these solutions are truly inspirational, and some even life-saving, such as the M-Mitra program by Amman, which has used AI developed with pro bono support from Google to bring more than 175,000 underserved new and expecting mothers across Mumbai critical health information and care straight to their fingertips via their phones, so that they and their babies can have a better chance at a healthful life. While AI is helping save lives, it is also safeguarding livelihoods. We have been proud to support Wadhwani AI, which, with a financial grant and pro bono support from 9 of my colleagues working as Google.org fellows, developed Cotton Ace, an AI-powered app that advises farmers in real time on which pesticides to use and when, all with the simple click of a photo. So that people like Arun, one of India's 6 million cotton farmers, can reduce their use of expensive pesticides, safeguard their crops, and improve their profits by over 20%. And now, as Wadhwani AI rolls this technology out across the country in partnership with India's Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, scaling it to cover 10 staple food crops, we are assisting this expansion with a new $3.3 million grant, so that technology that started by protecting cotton will also now help preserve the sustenance of an entire nation. Thank you. Solutions like these speak directly to Google's DNA, reaffirming our commitment to seeing the latest advances in technology tackle real-world challenges, while also ensuring that progress for everyone is built on a strong foundation of trusted information. All of us in this room reach out to internet-savvy family, friends, and advisors when faced with something that we're uncertain about online. But that is not the case for many, especially for first-time internet users. For them, trusted non-profit organisations are stepping in to bridge the gap, helping these new and vulnerable internet users grow their skills and their confidence, build resilience against misinformation and threats from bad actors. This is an area in which Google.org has been investing extensively around the world. And today, I'm pleased to announce that we are providing a $4 million grant to the Cyber Peace Foundation. An active advocate for an inclusive web, Cyberpeace will run a nationwide awareness and capacity building initiative, equipping 40 million people across India with fact-checking techniques and guidelines for responsible online behaviour in over 15 Indian languages via a comprehensive online learning centre. Together, we are doing everything we can to make the internet safer for everyone. Seeing the impact of the change makers we support fills me with pride and with hope as they use the immense potential of AI and technology to bring out the best of humanity for humanity. It is inspiring to see organisations in India leading this charge, and at Google.org, we will continue to marshal our resources to their call. With that, I would like to invite my colleague, Ambarish, next.
Thank you, Annie. Very, very inspiring. Thank you so much. So good to see you all here. Namaste. Good afternoon. I am Ambarish Kenge, and I have the distinct privilege of contributing to Google Pay. As I stand here today, over 350 million Indians are transacting digitally, a number that is larger than the population of some of the largest countries in the world. The bets India has taken in just a few years with population-scale digital infrastructure has been a game changer for the digital economy. At Google, we've always believed in the power of open ecosystems. And our commitment to UPI, with interoperability at its core, has stemmed from a shared belief about the value that these open ecosystems and networks unlock. It is absolutely mind-boggling that 167 lakh crore rupees of value was processed through UPI in just the last 12 months. 167 lakh crore. It's a humongous number to even think about. And this could happen only due to the collective efforts of RBI, NPCI, the government, banks, and the entire ecosystem. And at Google, we are committed to working with everyone in this ecosystem to take UPI to even greater heights. Digital payments have brought millions of Indians into the fold of the formal economy. And with the world's largest youth population, India has a natural demographic advantage. We talk a lot about this demographic dividend that I'll keep paying. So the question is, how can we leverage our digital infrastructure to create opportunities for everyone? Responsible credit could be the key. Timely access to capital can transform lives. My own story is a great example. When I was applying for postgraduate education, my uncle stepped in to support me with 25,000 rupees. I can say with certainty that without those 25,000 rupees, I wouldn't be standing here before you today. However, not everyone can bank on this kind of support system. In fact, only 1 in 5 credit-eligible users in India can get access to formal credit. The delta is even wider for business loan seekers. This leaves people at the mercy of informal lenders, exposing users to exorbitant interest rates as high as 300% and unscrupulous recovery practices. Again, responsible credit could offer a great solution to this challenge. Responsible credit means credit extended by regulator-authorized lenders, credit that avoids exposing lenders to unnecessary risk, credit that doesn't over-leverage the borrowers. It is not as if there is a lack of will to expand the reach of responsible credit. But presently, only a small section of people in India can get formal credit because it requires high threshold income, cumbersome paperwork, and long wait times. This excludes millions of Indians from accessing formal credit. Now, digitizing credit can lower operational costs, bring loan sizes down, and expand the reach of formal credit. To scale this effort further, we have been working with trusted partners in the financial ecosystem, and many of whom are here today, to enable products that solve for this. I want to emphasize that we do not underwrite credit, but work with the ecosystem to create greater, simpler, responsible access to credit. Early results have been very, very encouraging. In the last several months, half of the loans dispersed through Google Pay have been to borrowers with less than 30,000 rupees in monthly income, and with a vast majority of these coming from Tier 2 towns and beyond. And the kicker is these are 100% digital and instant. It's just the beginning. But we have heard heartwarming stories, many of them. But let's hear some of them today. Let's play the video, please.
कुछ समय पहले मेरी सेहत खराब होने के कारण मुझे ऑफिस से 4-5 महीने का अनपेड लीव लेना पड़ा। मुझे डर था कि कहीं घर के खर्चे, डॉक्टर के खर्चे, इस बीच कहीं मेरी बच्चों की ट्रेनिंग के पैसे कम ना पड़ जाए।
लहानपणापासूनच मला बाबांच्या स्टेशनरी बिझनेसमध्ये खूप इंटरेस्ट वाटायचा। कॉलेज नंतर असं वाटलं की बाबांच्या स्टेशनरी शॉपला नाशिकचं बेस्ट स्टेशनरी शॉप बनवायचं, पण त्यासाठी स्टेशनरी हवी होती आणि पैसे तर नव्हते।
हम एक ऐसी वर्कशॉप खोलना चाहते थे जहां हम औरतों को अलग अलग काम सिखाएं और उन्हें इंडिपेंडेंट बनाएं। जगह तो मिल गई थी, पर हमें थोड़े और पैसों की जरूरत थी अपनी वर्कशॉप को और बेहतर बनाने के लिए।
मैंने लोन अप्लाई करना चाहा, पर इसके लिए मुझे बैंक जाना पड़ता, जो बहुत दूर था। मेरी सेहत के कारण ये मेरे लिए बड़ा मुश्किल था।
स्टेशनरी शॉपच्या मार्केटिंगसाठी लोनची गरज होती, पण लोन तर मिळणं कठीण होतं, कारण शॉपमध्ये नेहमी कॅशमध्येच डील केलं होतं।
ज्यादा नहीं, हमें बस ये कुछ 20-25 हज़ार रुपए की जरूरत थी कंप्यूटर लाने के लिए, पर इतनी कम अमाउंट का लोन कोई बैंक देने को तैयार ही नहीं था।
एक दिन मैं गूगल पे पर पेमेंट कर रहा था तो एक लोन की नोटिफिकेशन देखी। अप्लाई किया तो पता चला लोन देने वाली कंपनियां गूगल पे के जरिए ऑनलाइन ही लोन दे देती है।
या कंपनीने माझा आधार कार्ड, पॅन कार्ड ॲपद्वारे चेक केलं की अरे बाबा जनरल नोकर तर आहे।
हम काफी सरप्राइज थे कि गूगल पे के जरिए इतनी कम अमाउंट का लोन इतनी आसानी से मिल जाता है।
अकाउंट में जब पैसे आए तो चैन की सांस ली कि कम से कम अब मेरे बच्चों की ट्रेनिंग नहीं रुकेगी।
वो कहते हैं ना, बदलाव के लिए एक इंसान ही काफी है, पर कोशिश हर किसी को करनी होगी।
Stories like these are what bring a greater meaning to my work and really to my life itself, actually. Now, let me walk you through 5 new credit initiatives that we are enabling. When we talk about credit, the ease of accessing and using money is just as important as the credit itself. To that end, we have launched RuPay as well as credit lines with UPI with our partners HDFC and ICICI as our PSP partners. Thank you so much to them. Also, we are expanding the portfolio of personal loans on Google Pay through a new exciting partnership with Axis Bank. Thank you. And we are, of course, looking forward to working with many other trusted lenders in the ecosystem on that front. On the merchant side, we are happy to announce our new partnership with ICICI Bank. And And also on the same front, seamless repeat loans powered by Indifi. Thank you again to our partners. Our experience with merchants has taught us that they often need smaller loans and simpler repayment options. To meet this need, we are excited to announce Sachet loans on Google Pay, brought to life in partnership with DMI Finance. Thank you, DMI. These loans are amazing. They just start at 15,000 rupees and can be repaid in simpler repayment amounts as low as 111 rupees. And this provides convenience and flexibility to the SMBs. And finally, for merchants, through our partners ePay Later, we are enabling a credit line facility, which will help merchants meet their working capital needs. Thank you. Like I said at the outset, responsibility sits at the heart of this entire effort. Data privacy, consent, control, and security are foundational principles with which each of these offerings will be enabled. And this responsibility and collective progress is only possible when we work together. To quote from Indian philosophy, Ayam bandhurayam neti gananam laguchetasam udara chitaranam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam. To roughly translate, and you may have heard this last two words, vasudhaiva kutumbakam, a lot in our G20 with the government as well. To roughly translate these, to think of oneself as an individual is to take a very narrow worldview. Truly open minds realize that we are all part of a larger collective. Whether it is nations working together, public-private partnerships, or partnerships between the financial and tech ecosystem. It is only when we think of ourselves as a unified network that paradigm shifts are possible. For us, these products and partnerships are not just launches, but a mission for us to enable digital pragati for all of us. It is about helping unleash India's potential and creating economic opportunity for everyone. I'd like to invite Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnavji and Sanjay on stage to inaugurate our mission and to propel unwavering digital pragati for everyone and set it on a path for success. I'd request the minister to please click the clicker and inaugurate this mission for us, please. Thank you. I'd request Sanjay to please present the memento to Honorable Minister to commemorate the occasion. Thank you, sir. I spoke about partnerships earlier and how core these are to realizing the promise of technology. I'd now like to call upon our partners from the financial ecosystem on stage, whose support is critical to making true financial inclusion a reality. Thank you all for your continued support. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Continuing in the vein of partnerships, I'm really excited to share that Access My India, in collaboration with Google, has created a single platform that brings various citizen services together for the ease and convenience of every Indian. I'd like to call upon the Chairman and MD of Access My India, Pradeep Gupta ji, and my colleagues Vikram and Yolin on stage now, please. Pradeep ji,
Honorable Minister Sri Ashwini Vaishnav ji, thank you very much for your continuous support and guidance. Thank you, Team Google, led by Sanjay, Vikram, Ambrish, and Madam. Thank you very much. For making Access My India's A app the reality. Can we have the video, please, to know more about A app?
In the last few years, India has taken giant strides. But amidst all the progress, opportunities haven't been equally accessible to all. How do we empower every Indian with the right information and solutions so they can explore their full potential? Meet the A app, a super app built by Access My India and Google Cloud.
Access My India's A app is built with the purpose of transforming a billion lives by empowering citizens with authentic information and solutions based on their unique needs. It's a product of Access My India's deep on-ground understanding of today's India combined with Google Cloud's generative AI technology.
At Google India, we are committed to solving India's biggest challenges using technology, which is why when we heard Pradeep ji's vision, we knew this was a great opportunity to impact the lives of 1 billion Indians. Google Cloud's generative AI technology will help provide personalized and relevant answers to user queries in real time, anywhere in the country.
So no matter how remote the user's location or what language they speak, the app gets smarter with every use and becomes a reliable guide to every citizen. Getting started on A is as easy as A, B, C, giving citizens instant access to a wealth of relevant information. So whether you're a mother looking for affordable treatment,
Ayushman Bharat Hospital yelli Sannigedanamba Torasri,
or a farmer wanting to better his livelihood,
मेरी फसल के लिए MSP कहाँ मिलेगी?
or a citizen looking for government aid.
છોકરીના શિક્ષણ માટે ગવર્મેન્ટ સ્કીમ જોઈએ છે.
It all begins with A.
Now may I request Honorable Minister to announce the A app, please. Sir.
Thank you, Pradeep ji, Vikram, and Yolin. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And before I leave you today, I have the immense pleasure of sharing that Google and HP, under the aegis of the Government of India Make in India initiative, are partnering to manufacture affordable HP Chromebooks, specially targeted at students to ensure. Thank you. They are targeted at students to ensure that education is not hindered by access. I'd like to call upon Mr. Gurpreet Brar and Prajakta Gudare to the stage and the Honorable Minister to inaugurate the initiative, please. Thank you very much. No, I think we're going to. Many thanks. I'd now request the Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnav ji to please be seated for the next segment. Thank you.
क्या जगह है अरुण भैया, कमाल है। बच गए। क्या कर रहा है जुएल, चल। मेरे बाबा यही होगा। आराम से जुएल।
जो भी ये गैजेट हाथ में पकड़ेगा वो सिर्फ खुद को ही नहीं कुछ भी गायब कर पाएगा, हर शोर को कर पाएगा। सिर्फ इसके उसके नहीं सबके चेहरों पर स्माइल लाएगा। दुनिया इधर की उधर हिल जाएगी, कोई इसे हिला नहीं पाएगा। अवेलेबल इन 4 कलर्स। क्या करें जुगल, क्या करें इसका?
अब क्या करें? Here's someone who knows. Please welcome on stage Rick Osterloh, Head of Devices and Services.
Namaste, India. I'm Rick Osterloh, Head of Devices and Services at Google, and it's an honor to be here with you today. Now, let me start by saying it was fantastic hearing about the success of India's Chandrayaan 3 mission. The whole world was riveted by the scientific and space achievements on August 23rd. Now, Google has been a long-standing ally to India, with a history of partnerships and associations with the government and the broader ecosystem. Let me touch on a few of Google's recent investments here. For Android, India has been a truly special place. The vibrancy and choice of Android devices across price points is extraordinary. Our teams in India have consistently invested to partner deeply with OEMs to innovate for India's smartphone users. And our learnings over the years have made Android better for everyone. The ecosystem has fueled the app economy in India, and the numbers are astounding, with Indians downloading over 28 billion apps annually. With the investments made over the years by the Google Play team, we're now seeing Indian developers go global. What makes the Play Store so amazing is that a developer in Meerut can have their app or game on one platform distributed all over the world, from Manila to Munich, Madrid to Mexico City, Manhattan to Mountain View. Now, meanwhile, we've always focused on making AI more helpful for everyone in a way that's both bold and responsible. The momentum across all of our products is unprecedented, from Bard to SGE to Workspace. We've been sharing breakthroughs and new releases every week. Now, we're also seeing so much momentum here for Google's hardware. With Pixel, we set out to bring hardware and software together with AI at the center to deliver simple, fast, and smart experiences. And today, Pixel is truly the manifestation of our early vision of an AI-centric mobile computer. Earlier this month, I was in New York for the global launch of our new Pixel devices. And it's been amazing to see the response in India to our latest Pixel 8 and our new Pixel Watch 2. Now, the premium smartphone market here is booming. According to IDC reports, in the first half of this year, India ranked 3rd in the world for premium smartphones, up from the 8th position at the same time last year. And compared to the year-on-year growth of premium smartphones globally, India reported over a 50% growth in 2022 compared to the previous year. Since we launched the first Pixel phones, we've been humbled at how India has embraced our consistent smartphone innovations and made Pixel devices their own. The beating heart of Pixel is our custom-built Tensor chip, which we designed to handle Google's AI and machine learning cutting-edge models. From Night Sight, which redefined low-light photography on any smartphone, to the power of our computational photography that raised the limits of zoom on a smartphone. Another one of the features that we're so proud of in designing Tensor is the ability for on-the-phone translations. Now, the public and media reception for Pixel's innovations has been so great to see, and we've worked hard to expand our Pixel service network with local trusted partners. It's never been easier for Pixel owners to get quick access to after-sales service. Our ardent following of Team Pixel photographers has been growing fast in India as well, and given us a ton of great feedback that we've incorporated into each new generation of Pixel phones. India is a priority market for Pixel, and we're committed to bringing the best of Google's hardware and software experiences to the country. And we see an even greater opportunity to make Pixel's incredible innovation and helpfulness available to more people across India. Now, one of the people who's supported us in our Pixel growth journey in India has been the Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw. May I request Sanjay and our Pixel leadership team accompany the Honorable Minister on stage with us. Well, I'm very excited to announce, in the presence of the Honorable Minister, our plans to manufacture the Pixel series of smartphones in India. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we intend to start manufacturing with our latest product, Pixel 8, with the first India-made devices coming to market in 2024. We're partnering with international and domestic manufacturers to produce Pixel smartphones locally. It's an early step towards expanding our production here to meet the local demand for Pixel devices. And even more importantly, it's a huge step forward in Google's commitment to India. It helps us better serve the billion-plus people in India with our products and services every day. We're all very proud, Google is very proud, to be a part of the government of India's Make in India initiative. We'll be sharing a lot more information in the coming months, but we can't wait to bring more Pixel magic to India.
May we request our esteemed guests to remain on stage for a photo op to mark this special event.
Thank you. Here's a little commemoration of this moment. Thank you very much, sir. Indeed, in India. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
We now request the Honorable Minister and Rick to please remain on stage for a fireside chat with Roma Datta Chaube, Managing Director, Ad Sales, Google India.
Good afternoon, everyone. As an Indian and as a long-time Googler, I've been with Google India for almost 8 years. I can tell you, pixel manufacturing coming to India is one of my proudest moments, for sure. So you can just imagine my excitement when I get to host a fireside chat with two leaders who've played a huge role in bringing this momentous announcement to India. So can we have a huge round of applause for Honorable Mr. Ashwini ji and Rick. Rick, I was planning to start by talking to you about the impact that Minister Vaishnav's work is having on India, but I realized that there's just no way I can do justice to the scale and the pace at which you are transforming the digital journey of India. So I'm going to just say that under his stable leadership, India is making such rapid strides towards realizing Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji's Digital India vision, right from the India digital stack. I'm sure you've heard about it. The audience, of course, have experienced the benefit of it, to really building robust digital infrastructure across the length and the breadth of the country. You are also extremely passionate about Indian Railways. You have transformed the digital infrastructure of Indian Railways. One interesting stat that I want to share with you is that in India, we are adding 5,000 kilometers of railway track every year, which is like adding a Switzerland every year. So I can just go on and on, but I know this audience wants to hear from both of you, so I will dive in. Minister Vaishnav, I wanted to start with you, and this is on a lighter note. So we know you're a student of technology. I was observing you when you were trying the demos, and you wanted to do it yourself. So it seems like you are still a student of technology and very, very curious. You are, right? So let me take you back to your engineering IIT days. So tell us about the craziest idea that crossed your mind then about how technology can transform the world.
Going back in time, the craziest thing that we used to think is today a reality. We used to think that when will that day come when we actually play chess with computers? Wow. We used to have lots of competitions in which we'll do programming, and our program should basically solve some of the most difficult challenges of chess. We used to think, when will the day come when we start actually conversing with talking with the computers? Today you can talk with a phone. Yes. So I mean, it's a great change which has happened.
Yeah, totally. Rick, I know you landed late last night. I'm hoping you got some sleep.
Oh, sure, yes.
So welcome to India. What are your reflections of this country?
Well, I mean, I think it's been remarkable to see the transformation of India since I've been doing business here for many years throughout my history in the smartphone industry. Incredible to see the digital transformations recently. And I mean, now you can use GPay to pay anywhere. It's incredible. One of many initiatives. And I love seeing the energy and vibrancy of the economy, the richness of the technology space. You can feel the enthusiasm. You can feel the growth. And it's reflected in the statistics I discussed earlier about the premium smartphone market growing like crazy. It's very impressive to see the total economic transformation. We're so thrilled to be a part of it as a company, and then within my area with Make in India initiative and being able to support it, we're very excited about it. It's also, I think for the whole world to see the recent success with the G20 event here. It's been on the minds of everyone where I'm from in the US, and it's really wonderful to see the growth and the vibrancy of the economy.
Rick, let me take a moment to thank you and your team for all the cool things that you do to bring this amazing products to all of us. And I can't even imagine how hectic the last few quarters must have been to make this possible. So on behalf of everyone here, thank you. So let me come to the question, which I'm sure everybody is waiting to hear. We wanted to hear from you. What do you think of the announcement today? Of course, as Google, we deeply value the strong partnership that we have with government and Pixel manufacturing coming to India. And please note, it's the latest Pixel, that is Pixel 8, that will be manufactured in India. We would love to have your thoughts, Minister.
I think it's a very good decision that Google has taken. If you look at the entire context, just about 9 years back, 10 years back, electronics manufacturing in India was like a very small amount, $25 billion. Today it's already $105 billion. It's like fourfold rise in the last 9 years. The component ecosystem, which is very crucial for growth of the electronics industry, that also is developing very well, very rapidly. Mobile manufacturing was practically negligible 9 years back. Our Prime Minister's vision of Make in India, Digital India, that entire thing has got translated into real action on the ground, and today we have close to 44 billion manufacturing, $44 billion worth mobile manufacturing today.
That's big.
And exports are now, export of mobile phone is $11 billion. And it's generating huge employment in the country. So I think what Google has announced today, congratulations to Google.
Thank you.
It's good for Google, good for India.
Thank you so much. So I know both of you share the common passion for semiconductors. Rick, you spoke about custom semiconductors being at the heart of Pixel phone. Would you like to talk to our guests about how critical this piece of hardware is? And Minister, I would love to hear your thoughts also on semiconductors ecosystem in India. So we'll start with you.
Sure, I'll start. Well, the heart of our Pixel innovations is with the Tensor chip, which is a very important aspect of how we innovate in AI on our devices. It's really at the center of everything we do, and we felt it was crucial to develop this technology so that we could be on the leading edge of computing going forward. We believe that computing is about to be massively transformed with AI, and the development of Tensor allows us to bring that latest AI innovation that the whole company produces to Pixel phones. It has been a multi-year effort to work on this technology, and we're also very pleased that we have a significant engineering presence here in Bengaluru to be able to work on Tensor and take the technology forward. So it's yet another way that we hope to be able to help the Indian consumer with great new capabilities and also help the Indian economy with a lot of engineering capability and training. So we're very excited about Tensor. We think it's core to the Pixel strategy.
Well, semiconductor forms a very, very important part of the entire Digital India strategy. If you look at the entire Digital India strategy that Prime Minister launched in 2015, the strategy has multiple components. One of the components is Make in India, which is where the electronics manufacturing, mobile manufacturing, all this finds place. Second is innovation part of it, which is where lots of startups, they have done lots of good work in the digital space. Third is design in India, which is, I'm so happy that Tensor design teams are situated here in the country. The fourth part is getting the actual semiconductor manufacturing in the country. We have close to 50,000 design engineers working in India on designing some of the most complex semiconductor chips. Combine that with a good stable policy, good incentives, and a very good business environment, the semiconductor policy which got launched just 1st January of 2022, and we are here in 2023, October, the first semiconductor plant construction has actually started by a company called Micron. It's among the top 5 companies in the world. Their first semiconductor plant construction has started. So I'm very happy with the progress. It fits straight into our Prime Minister's vision of making India a very important technology player in the world.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Minister Vaishnav, you have a really vast, diverse portfolio, telecom being a critical part of your portfolio. You've always considered telecom as the gateway, as the foundation of digital India. So we'd love to hear from you what's happening in that space with 5G rollout and what's more in the horizon.
Telecom sector in India is growing at a rapid pace. I'll give one example of it. I'll give actually two examples of it. First example is 1st October 2022, our Prime Minister Modi ji launched 5G here in Pragati Mandap, exactly the same venue. We are just 1 year and we have 375,000 sites live today, and today we are actually among the top 2 5G ecosystems in the world. Top 2, I've said. This is phenomenal growth, this is phenomenal rollout, phenomenal pace at which 5G has been rolled out. Second example I'll give is, 9 years back, nobody could even think of manufacturing telecom equipment, the radios, the base units, the entire very complex routers, high capacity, high throughput routers. All those things were unimaginable 10 years back. Today, we are not only manufacturing them, we are also designing those equipments, and by now, we are exporting complex telecom equipments to 14 countries, including US, including Europe. So that's the journey which has happened in the last 9 years, by which our Prime Minister's vision of making India a leader in telecom, leader in technology, leader in digital, these things are actually playing out in the field. And I must also tell you that 6G, we will be among the major contributors to the development of 6G. We already have more than 200 patents related to 6G technologies in the country. And this is just a journey which has begun. By the time it is 2029, when 6G will start getting rolled out, India will be a significant contributor to 6G development.
That's really, really amazing. The pace and the scale of its execution is just beyond imagination. Thank you so much for that, Minister. Rick, no conversation on technology can be complete without talking about AI and Gen AI. Now, you've been talking about, you have this vision of bringing hardware and software together with AI at the center of it. So with all the progress that's happening in the AI space, in the Gen AI space, how do you see the future of mobile computing in India?
Sure.
And, mobile computing globally, but what role can India play in this?
A huge role. But, well, first I'll start with the transformation of the mobile computer. I think for so many people, billions of people around the world, the mobile computer is the primary way that they interface with the internet, where they pay for goods, where they learn about information, where they communicate with others, and so many other things. It's such a powerful device. And AI is only going to make that more accessible, easier to use, and more powerful. And our strategy with Pixel is to make sure that we're at the forefront of the AI computing revolution. We're very excited about how far we've come with that vision, and it's been our vision from the first day that we launched Pixel in 2016. Across Google, you can see so many new innovations happening in Bard, with SGE, our search generative experiences, with Maps, and so many other applications and Workspace. And we bring those to market very quickly on Pixel. And we also go above and beyond that with our Tensor chip to be able to deliver quick translations, on-device speech recognition, the ability to take computational photography to the next level. And this is only just the beginning. It's the beginning that will help empower Indian consumers. It'll help empower small businesses, where we use AI to help a merchant quickly scan their inventory and be able to see, be able to show what they have available. And all these new technologies are going to improve the quality of life for consumers and for employees who are creating things. So we're so excited about the transformational potential of our products in general and for the area I work on, for Pixel in particular. It also, I think, will have an enormous positive impact on the economy. We've done so much with the app economy in India, working with the Honorable Minister's Startup Hub, and our AppScale Academy for Google Play has helped over 80,000 developers in many parts of the country be able to scale their application around the world, and also help so many different kinds of people. I believe over half the startups have women in leadership positions, so it's quite a transformative impact. So I just feel like there's so much positive energy in the country with technology, with our products, and we're just so happy to be able to contribute a little bit to it.
And it still feels we had just got started.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, totally. Minister Vaishnav, Rick also spoke about the G20 summit boards that he saw once he landed in India. Like myself, I'm sure everybody in the audience was very, very proud of the fact that India took a leadership role on a global stage by hosting a G20 summit. You must have interacted with a lot of ministers from other countries and discussions on digital economy, so on and so forth. Would you like to share some of your observations, takeaways with all of us?
During the G20, that entire 1 year, that journey of 1 year, our G20 leadership was really, really marked by one very important point, which is the way digital public infrastructure has transformed the lives of millions, actually billions. If you look at it, there are so many different models of having a digital economy. The model which India created under Prime Minister's vision, that has really caught people's attention. All the global leaders, all the G20 leaders, digital ministers, they were really impressed by the uniqueness of our model. How is our model different? There are models where the entire digital stack is developed by the private sector. There are models where the digital economy is controlled by the government. Our model here in India is a very unique example of public-private partnership, where the base, the platform, is developed using public funds by a government company. Then that is open to everybody who wants to use it. For example, the payment system. The UPI platform is built by government, by NPCI, the company. Now Google can join it,